This is a LUNC Terra Classic price prediction and LUNC technical analysis on hourly and daily timeframes as well as LUNC news. We always base our decisions only that align with the higher timeframe trend. Before we present our LUNC Terra Classic technical analysis, we will tell you about other price prediction news. Terra LUNC Classic price prediction as cryptocurrency prices rise. LUNC to $1 soon. Terra Classic developers build LUNC wallet to hedge against Terra Station and TFL Terra Classic. Proposal to allocate 50% of LUNC burns to community pool faces difficult resistance. LUNC USD fails to maintain a bullish price recovery. Here's why Terra Classic price will record massive rally. Technical analysis and trading signals on the daily timeframe. Pivot point supertrend system gave the sell signal. Candlestick patterns are bearish. ABC trading patterns are showing consolidation. Support and resistance level analysis show consolidation. Overall, on the daily chart, we decided to stay out of the market. Technical analysis and trading signals on the hourly timeframe. Pivot point supertrend system gave the buy signal. Candlestick patterns are mixed. ABC trading patterns are showing consolidation. Support and resistance level analysis show consolidation. Overall, on the daily chart, we decided to keep short positions. Terra LUNC Classic price prediction as cryptocurrency prices rise. LUNC to $1 soon. TFL Terra Classic proposal to allocate 50% of LUNC burns to community pool faces, and Terra Classic developers launch LUNC wallet to protect Terra Station firm resistance. The LUNC USD pair fails to maintain its bullish price recovery. Terra Classic price to rally massively. Here's why Terra Classic is experiencing a high level of volatility in the cryptocurrency market owing to its high trading volume. In this post, we will anticipate the price of LUNC and look at some more profitable investment ideas. Despite its popularity and a 4-year recovery strategy, LUNC's inventory levels will remain variable. LUNC has increased by 1% in the last day. Hitting $0, the cryptocurrency market as a whole has increased by the same amount. However, it seems that the Terra LUNC Classic community as a whole has not embraced this concept. Therefore, its viability is questionable. Terra LUNC Classic price prediction as cryptocurrency prices rise. LUNC to $1 soon. The chart of LUNC shows a progressive buildup of momentum over the last several days, with its relative strength index remaining around 60, indicating general purchasing pressure without excessive buying. Its condition is exacerbated by a recent plan to utilize the IBC bridge to allow holders to exchange LUNC for LUNC. This bridge is scheduled to open later this month, when the Terra community expects exchanges to be available if the idea is adopted. In reality, based on the replies of major Terra LUNC Classic community members' accounts, it seems that most holders will not elect to exchange their LUNC for LUNC. Some have even said that if the idea is completely implemented, it would essentially kill Terra LUNC Classic. It has not yet been approved by a sufficient number of Terra LUNC Classic validators to be enabled, and it does not seem that it will. Given such resistance, it's possible that the price of LUNC hasn't moved much in either way, with the coin remaining relatively constant over the last week. The primary means of doing this will be via LUNC's continual token burns, with around 28.8 billion LUNC burnt to FAR. However, as of this writing, there are around 6.88 trillion LUNC in circulation, leaving the community with a long way to go if the altcoin's price is to be restored. Pre-sales performed very well in 2022, with some new coins increasing by as much as 1,800% after being listed for the first time. Terra Rebels, the group of engineers behind the Terra Classic network, announced the creation of a new LUNC wallet known as Rebel Station today, the 30th of November 2022, calling it another step towards autonomy. Terra Classic's creators are concentrating all of their efforts towards reducing LUNC's reliance on Terra Station. The Terra Classic USD became one-legged in May, introducing surplus LUNC into the token's overall supply. Terra Rebels, the major decentralized group of developers, prioritized LUNC burning as a result. Their objective is to lower the total quantity of LUNC tokens from 6.9 trillion to 10 billion. This resulted in the implementation of the 1.2% LUNC tax burn on Terra Classic network off-chain and on-chain transactions. Later this month, it was revealed that the total quantity of LUNC burned had exceeded 27.2 billion. Terrarity, a LUNC burn monitoring website, revealed that 27,908,947,333 LUNC tokens have been permanently removed from circulation. The distinction between Terra Station and Rebels Station. Many famous community members, like ReXX, have noted that the UI of the Rebels Station resembles that of Terra Station. However, the developers highlighted that there is a noticeable change in the Rebels Station that reduces reliance on Terraform Labs. The new LUNC wallet allows Terra Classic users to store and transfer their tokens. It also enables them to delegate holdings, engage in network governance, and see critical network metrics. The LUNC community is outraged by a new plan to transfer 50% of all LUNC burns to the community pool to finance on-chain development. ReXX tweeted yesterday, Terra Rebels, aka ReXX, drew the community's attention to a new proposal that would give 50% of all token burns to the community pool to finance construction on the Terra Station, which is presently up for vote. The proposal was written by Cosmos Capybara, a Cosmos validator. According to the proposal with ID 10983, the community pool is badly underfunded and jeopardizes the community's capacity to pay high-cost development initiatives. As a result, Cosmos Capybara feels that a parameter adjustment transferring 50% of all Terra Luna Classic and Terra Classic USD burns to the community pool at the conclusion of each epoch is the proper course of action. With this parameter modification, the community could have allocated 400% more to the community pool at the conclusion of the previous period from November 21st to November 28th. The Terra Classic community does not appear to be happy according to the remarks. The majority of Terra Classic community members are strongly opposed. Many people argue that the network should tax validator commissions instead. As a result, he contends that funding the pool is vital so that the community can pay development initiatives when the time comes. The choice on how the community intends to support development might be critical to the network's continuing success. The financing of developers is still the topic of heated community discussion. Notably, the present burn tax parameter model directs 10% of all LUNC burns to a communal pool. South Korean authorities have issued an arrest order for Terraform Labs co-founder Daniel Shin. Terra's fall in May exacerbated the deterioration of market circumstances that decimated the cryptosphere. Shin has denied any participation in Terra's demise and has continued to disprove any connection to it. For the last several weeks, the co-founder has been facing prosecution. Shin reportedly collected unlawful gains from Luna totaling more than $104 million. In mid-November, prosecutors were successful in freezing Shin's assets worth around $104 million. South Korean authorities have applied to the court for an arrest warrant for Terraform Labs co-founder Daniel Shin, as well as 7 other engineers and investors in the company, on suspicion of illicit profiteering prior to the major collapse of the Terra ecosystem. Du Kwon, a Terra co-founder and Shin's co-worker, is presently facing prosecution for the project's failure. Shin is being investigated in South Korea. Investigators raided Daniel Shin's home in July after his indictment in the Terra collapse, and he was jailed later that month. Since then, the co-founder has been charged. According to the investigators, Daniel Shin accumulated criminal income of more than $104 million via the Luna project. Furthermore, the Terra co-founder was charged with breach of duty by local authorities. Furthermore, in mid-November, prosecutors obtained court consent to freeze around $104 million in Shin's assets. Shin unlawfully acquired the assets, according to the Seoul Southern District Court in South Korea. In the meanwhile, South Korean authorities have applied to the court for an arrest order for the troubled co-founder, Du Kwon. On the other hand, South Korea is not the only nation looking into Terra's demise. The Terra Luna Classic price has risen by 1% in the last 24 hours as a proposal to integrate its ecosystem with that of the newer Terra 2.0 platform has emerged. The proposed merging, proposed by developers in the last few days, would allow holders to utilize the inter-blockchain communication channel to transmit their LUNC to Terra 2.0 and get the newer Luna in exchange. However, since LUNC has a larger market value than its younger cousin, it is unlikely that investors would take advantage of the option to exchange it for something less valuable. Terra Luna Classic price prediction as the merge protocol attempts to merge the Luna and LUNC ecosystems. LUNC to $2 by 2023. According to LUNC's chart and indications, the cryptocurrency is gaining some traction, but no apparent rally is in the works. The most recent update on this idea is that it will take place sometime next month, albeit this is subject on the reopening of the IBC bridge, which will link the Terra Classic and Terra 2.0 networks. Aside from the ability to exchange LUNC for Luna, the only additional information available is that people who do execute this swap will be given DEX-related incentives as a reward for providing liquidity. Given the lack of clarity, as well as the fact that the idea seems to be focused in part towards diminishing the Terra Classic environment, community members have been less than enthused. Indeed, others argue that if the notion of exchanging LUNC for Luna is successful, it will essentially kill LUNC. Both are up by 1% to 2% in the last 24 hours, although it's worth noting that several other big currencies, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Polygon, have exceeded such percentages in the same span. As a result, the capacity to exchange LUNC for Luna is anticipated to be negligible, at least in the short and medium term. Looking at LUNC in general, it is still seeing token burns. To far, around 28.8 billion LUNC have been burnt out of a total circulation of 6.88 trillion. Given this, it's doubtful that the market will see any significant LUNC price increases in the foreseeable future. While the Terra community is on fire, while the Terra Luna Classic community continues to burn LUNC, other cryptocurrencies are likely to outperform in the interim. The market seems too sluggish or too weak to regain the positive price of Terra Classic. Terra Classic's pricing has finally reached equilibrium. The MACD indicator is likewise bullish on the market's rebound. We should see a price breakout very soon. Terra Classic had a serious problem early this year and has been working hard to recover since then. The Terra Classic pricing is expected to skyrocket in December. Following the bankruptcy of crypto exchange FTX, the LUNC price fell to $0. Terra Classic community prepares for significant LUNC price increase. Terra Rebels have launched the V23 update after successfully launching the Terra Classic V22 upgrade, which permitted governance changes, staking, and burn. The update is intended to reintroduce inter-blockchain communication between the Cosmos blockchain and the Terra Classic ecosystem. Terra Rebels core developer Edward Kim said that community members may anticipate a big increase in the amount of projects being built on the network with the V23 update, which includes the CosmWasm upgrade. The developers plan to reopen the IBC channels at block 10,542,500 on December 5th. From May through October, it intends to put aside 750 million LUNC tokens for developers, projects, validators, and community members that contribute to the Terra Classic resurrection. Meanwhile, the community anticipates that Binance will burn at least 25 billion LUNC tokens on December 2nd after switching to a monthly burn mechanism. Binance has now burnt 13.712 billion LUNC tokens. Staked and burned Terra Classic. The Terra Classic community has invested over 13% of the LUNC supply, totaling 896.06 billion LUNC tokens. Terra Classic is now trading at $0, a gain of approximately 2% in the past 24 hours. LUNC has gained 2.1% in the past 24 hours and is now trading at $0. The rise of LUNC coincides with a positive trend in the cryptocurrency market as a whole. In the previous 24 hours, the worldwide market value has risen by 2% to $873 billion. Price analysis for Terra Classic. Terra Classic has recorded trade volumes of over $60 million in the previous 24 hours. Since the tragic collapse in May, Terra Classic has never regained its previous splendor. The latest FTX crash has exacerbated the situation, with LUNC plummeting by more than 30% in 1 month. In the long run, the increased regulatory attention into FTX's demise might be negative for LUNC. 2 cryptocurrency options to consider purchasing today. If you purchase Terra Classic during the recent rally, you might consider diversifying your portfolio with some of the greatest 2022 pre-sales, which may produce 10x profits. This was done with the intention of uniting the Terra and Terra Classic ecosystems. The merge protocol would also reward users for immediately converting their LUNC to Luna by granting them additional DEX rewards for the supply of long-term liquidity. The merge also recommended selling the LUNC Oracle rewards to purchase Luna, thereby eliminating LUNC and airdropping proportional Luna to existing shareholder accounts. According to the developers, the new merge protocol will be available soon after IBC, perhaps around December. The Luna community is still split. As is customary in the crypto world, views vary. The majority of LUNC supporters were opposed to the protocol, although a handful supported it. LUNC DAO said that, although this idea was entirely lawful, they had no intention of supporting it and opposed it. Terra was popular, but its social volume dropped, as did the favorable feelings around it. LUNC's chart followed a similar path, with both social volume and positive sentiment declining. Surprisingly, CoinMarketCap statistics shows that this incident had a favorable impact on Luna and LUNC, with both seeing daily increases of more than 3%. At the time of publication, Luna was worth $1.60, while LUNC was worth $0. LUNC update. Without Binance, Terra Classic community burns 150 million LUNC. The Terra Classic community intends to burn a substantial number of LUNC tokens in order to lower the circulating supply and raise the price to acceptable level. In the previous few months, the community has burnt about 29 billion LUNC tokens when Terra rebels increased the burn rate by executing the V22 update, eventually adding staking and the 1.2% burn tax. With Binance announcing a monthly switch to the LUNC burn mechanism, the Terra Classic community destroyed almost 150 million LUNC tokens in November. Pace is lost by Terra Classic burns. Absent Binance burnt about 13.712 billion LUNC tokens in October due to trading costs on LUNC spot and margin trading pairs. The community approved Proposal 5234, which reduced the LUNC burn tax to 0.2% and redirected 10% to Terra Classic ecosystem development and contributions. While validators, all nodes, and LUNC DAO continue to contribute the most to the 150 million LUNC burnt in November, a new initiative pledges to burn billions in only 6 months. Terra C Vita, a LUNC development company, claims Terra Casino can burn 24 billion LUNC in 6 months. Terra Casino stated in a tweet that it has burnt 10.8 million LUNC in a week as a warming up amount. They will also re-enable inter-blockchain communication with Cosmos blockchains at block 10,542,500, which is expected to happen on December 5th. Technical analysis and trading signals on the 1-hour timeframe. On the hourly chart, we got sell signal. Pivot point supertrend system gives sell signal. Candlestick patterns are bearish. ABC trading patterns are indicating downtrend. Support and resistance level analysis show lower lows. Overall, on the hourly chart, we decided to stay short. Watch until the end of video as we will present you results of our another trading strategy. Subscribe to get more technical analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching until now. Here are the results of our another trading strategy. Trading System 2. Technical analysis and trading signals on the daily time frame. The daily chart gives us a sell signal. Trading system generated sell. Multi-time frame stochastic indicator is neutral. Price is below both multi-time frame moving averages. MACD indicator is close to generation of buy signal. Trading System 2. Technical analysis and trading signals on the 1-hour time frame. The hourly chart gives us a buy signal. Trading system generated buy. Multi-time frame stochastic indicator is oversold and almost generated buy signal. Price is between both multi-time frame moving averages. MACD indicator generated buy signal. Write down below in the comments what is your strategy for the next few days. Click the card on the either left or right to get to more Terra Classic price prediction analysis and LUNC technical analysis. Also, we present analysis on Bitcoin and Bitcoin news today. We cover tickers, XRP, BTC, Cardano, ETH technical analysis, and Shiba Inu coin. Check our playlists for the free technical analysis trading course. We do not provide investment or tax advice.